Hello everybody, and welcome back to Blaster Master 02. So we need to get off of this planet. Well, this side of this planet. And if you thought this side was dangerous, well, you haven't seen anything yet. Basically, we can't access the entire map from one side. We have to go all the way back, lift off, and go through a series of dimensional gates to access the planet from the other side. I'm trying to think of any Metroids that handle things like this, and the only one I can think of is La Mulana, where without certain tools you had to take some pretty roundabout routes to access other parts of the same area, like the Chamber of Extinction. And I think there are a couple of other areas that work like that. So it turns out that the charge tackle actually works just as well against those serpent things for less energy. So I'm going to be keeping that on for now. Once again, we will be doing planetoid cleanup later. And there's a lot of stuff we're going to have to clean up after we've finished the actual main part of Area F. Because Area G is basically the end game, we have to do a ton of last-minute stuff before we can actually tackle the final areas. Yeah, this is the glacier area. The thing is, there aren't really any slippery areas here. However, some enemy types behave differently in the ice areas than they do in the desert areas. There are also some different enemy types that appear around here. But for now, we're just going to be making a beeline for the actual plot stuff. Because that may take a little while to accomplish. Just making sure I know what I'm doing, or at least that I think I know what I'm doing. Well, that doesn't help us at all. Let's see what's going on down here. Okay, let's do it! I learned something today. I did not know you could melt those snowy areas with the blaze tackle. I'd rather have not learned it that way, but apparently I didn't have a choice. So back to Impact Wave for now. Yeah, that's one of the things that makes Blaster Master 02 Occasionally Dangerous is that things can interact sometimes, and not necessarily in the way that you'd like. For example, wall jumping and dimensional tears. Those don't interact very well together. I think I've already gotten more deaths in this area alone than I got in the entirety of Blaster Master 01. I'm going to have to see some other time whether I can actually turn off the wall jump. You know, just like how you can turn off suit options in Super Metroid. I'm pretty sure there's something I want over here, and I'm gonna go get. Aha! Okay, they may have originally intended for you to melt the snow and then use the drill on it, but you can just use the drill, it's no big deal. Ah, Planetoid Map. I could do with another one of those. I will be taking that. Yeah, there are some dimensional walls that are weaker, but we don't have the means to actually break through those yet. We've only got what we've got. Okay, be careful not to wall cling, because that has always killed me. Yeah, I don't think that the final areas of the game are as dangerous as this place. But that's kind of the way it is sometimes. Some areas are just built around a gimmick that's much more dangerous than the more conventional difficulty in final areas. Yep, that's Adam, and it's a big boy. Wait, mutant attacker? Oh. Okay. Okay, in addition to the other problems of this level, the Adam is one of the hardest bosses in the game. It's already pretty durable, it has some pretty strong attacks. Those can be evaded, but then Stein will occasionally rip crystals out of his body and jam them into the Adam to supercharge it. It takes much less damage, it attacks much more quickly, and a lot of its attacks are boosted and have additional properties like so. It's basically pointless to attack it while it's in its supercharged phase, which makes the fight even longer. Oh, and when supercharged, it occasionally fires an acceleration blast. I forget how much damage it does, but I remember I'm willing to go through incredible lengths to avoid it. You really need to use the wall clinghead to get away from these really powerful attacks of his, because he can just steamroll you. So, it's a boss that requires patience more than anything else. Because remember, it not only hits like a train, it is a train. That is the only time I've beaten it with no deaths. But now that he's listening to us, well, now that he can hear us, he's actually reasonable. Oh, he's computer illiterate. Okay, so the thing about Tesset and Stein is that Tesset is based off of a character from Waku Waku 7, but the Atom is a train, so it's a train-themed metal attacker and crew, with Stein themed after a train engineer, and Tesset themed after a train conductor. Ah, there's a boss mutant that needs blowing up. Gotcha! Okay. Alright. We can't get to it, though. Okay, so that's what we needed. Okay, this is our new acceleration blast. Basically, this one, we set it to charge. And it's basically the Spirit Bomb. I think you can actually move while charging it, and it takes a full bar of special energy to fire. So now we're back here, so we can actually head right over to the boss. I mean, assuming we're not blown up by insta-death walls and floors. But I guess they really felt the sting of how people may have complained that the original Blaster Master Zero wasn't hard enough. Let's recharge some energy here. And whoops, we need to approach it from the desert side. At least there's health here. We need it. Okay, there's Stein, but we're going to be talking to him later. For now, we're going to be chasing after the Area F boss. This should be the right way. I know my memory is better than that. Thankfully, with our new weapon, it'll be pretty easy to get us to where we need to be. Because we can just blow this right open now. I've never actually tried using this against bosses, because bosses in this game are typically more mobile or have some kind of special phases or properties. The truth is, this weapon is more of a mobility option than it is a battle tactic. So now we're getting into a fairly lengthy underground section. Or I guess you would just say top-down section. And it's full of these guys, who are jerks. So much jerks that I'm going to take a pretty big risk here. There we go. Okay, to get through here, after destroying these idiots, we need to turn off this sand flow up here. And to do that, we're gonna have to deal with ice physics. And conveyor belts that push us directly towards instant death walls. Yeah, this is beginning to feel like an NES game at this point. Again, this game tends to have the same general sort of difficulty curve as something like Shovel Knight, where it's never quite as bad as an actual NES game, but it definitely begins to feel like an NES game, if that makes any sense. Alright, we've made it through here. Can't resave though for some reason. And this is what turns off the sand flow, so now we're free and clear to head to the end of the dungeon. And I don't fancy my chances against the boss with this particular loadout. I have way too low weapon power. Oh, whoops, I can't actually go back that way. Because I want a very specific weapon to make this boss tolerable. The games have usually been fairly generous with that sort of thing before really major bosses, but I don't know if it's something I can count on all the time. I should remember more of this. I did practice. Nope, I'm not dealing with that. Alright, I have everything I need to beat the boss now. Because the whip is going to be very useful. Oh, you're big. Okay, I don't know how you're supposed to damage this thing normally, but the other way is to whip these spiky boys into its mouth when it's open. And that does a pretty substantial amount of damage. I forget if you can, like, push them with normal shots. I think you can, but it's not nearly as effective as hitting them with the whip. By the way, better raise these pillars. I have no idea how that happened. Okay, just counter all of these thingamajiggers to stop one of its attacks. And then just continue doing things like this. Okay, for the beam, you have to have raised the pillars, otherwise this will hit you. I don't know how much damage it does, but I think it's a lot. It looks like an a lot damage attack. It doesn't do it that often, so all you really need to do is wait for it to drop those things and smack him into its mouth. One more should do it. Stop making noises at me. Yeah, there's no set pattern on it. It'll either do it or it won't. But that's it for the Area F boss. You bet we did. You sure you guys are okay? Oh yeah, we have our own problems. Okay, I'm going to see if I can grab some of this stuff that I haven't picked up yet. I mean, it's not likely, based on my luck, but I'll give it a shot. Oh, nope, it's not looking like it. Well, I'm gonna have to figure that out for next time. So, next time will be the pre-endgame cleanup. I will be seeing you then, and goodbye!